Alright, hello everybody and welcome to I Command, and we are going to be doing our next story mission for Heart of the Empire solo campaign. And by popular vote, it looks like you guys chose Double Agent as the next mission. So it looks like we had 3 to 1 on wanting Double Agent instead of Into a Corner. So I'm going to read out the mission card here. Alright, it says, you receive a encoded message from Lorn, a scholar of the history of the Jedi. My knowledge of the existence of the Bardotan Sphere shard has become a liability, and I fear Imperial agents will soon come for me. Please, I need your protection. Below the message is the time and place for a meeting. Double Agent, you say? Alright, so as a reminder, we failed to rescue the other rebel team that had gotten stranded on Coruscant, but we learned that they were after a ancient Jedi artifact called the Bardotan Sphere, and that the Empire is looking for it as well. So that's where we are in our campaign. So we're going to be playing on hard difficulty. And we've got a new setup for this. I'm going to continue using it, but hopefully you'll be able to see the map while the Imperial Commander 2 app is pulled up front and center, and then I'll be able to easily switch back and forth. So let's get into it. Alright, so here's our map. So now I'm going to reveal the map in Vassal. We've got 4 crates. The small diner Lorn chose for your meeting is located in a heavily industrialized part of the planet. The air is choked with smog and soot, making it difficult to spot incoming craft. To avoid arousing too much suspicion, half the team remains outside with the speeder, while the others go in to make contact. You take a seat in a booth and wait for Lorn to arrive. After a few beverages that the waitress guilted you into ordering, you grow annoyed that Lorn hasn't arrived yet. Beginning to think he is not coming at all, you suddenly notice a shady figure in a long coat and dark glasses. You roll your eyes at the obviousness of the disguise and get up to make contact. When your attention is drawn by movement you catch out of the corner of your eye, you realize you have other company as well. Outside, a low hum grows in intensity just before a glowing orb smashes into your speeder, leaving it a smoldering wreck. Through the haze, you see the silhouette of a bomber shuttle circling around for another pass. You activate your emergency beacon to call for extraction, hoping it will arrive in time. Alright, deploy the rebels divided as evenly as possible between the 2 blue highlights. So here and here. Alright, so we're going to deploy. So before we start, I want to go through our current rebel builds, just review what we've got going on so far. So we've got Drokata, who currently has the repeater cannon with 2 modifications. It has the tactical display and shrapnel rounds, so able to do a lot of AoE damage currently. And then we just got Leave No One Behind, so that's going to help Drokata with their movement a little better. Also can help other figures move around if they're getting left behind, so that's great. Next up we've got Jared Kelvin here, and he's got the Vibro Claws and Gaffy Stick, which is important because he uses his weapons to increase his defenses. So by bringing 2 weapons to the mission, he has 2 chances to use parry. He's also got responsive armor, which is giving him a +2 health boost, and mechanical master. So right now he's got 14 health. He's got forward momentum to help with his movement, and then mechanical master is allowing Jax to get 2 activations each round, and can also focus each time. And we need to remember to use this during the first activation so that we can ready it when Jared activates. Next up, we've got Ko-Tun Ferralo. Ko-Tun has the service rifle, her starting weapon, but has been updated with the plasma cell, so that's going to give it a surge for +1 and an auto pierce 1, which makes it a lot better as a weapon, since it does have a built-in reroll as well. We just got Opportunist, so we should actually update her health to 14. And her speed also is going to be +1, so that's going to be 5. So it's nice that we can set that to display the correct stats in Vassal. And that's going to also help her move around when other figures are spending power tokens. So it actually makes it so we might want to activate her earlier rather than later. And then we also just got her unique reward card, Alliance Efficiency. So she gets to re-roll an additional dice while attacking or while defending. She can exhaust this card to recover an additional damage when she rests, and then she can deplete this card to reuse a supply card that gets used by any hero. So that's pretty great. And then finally we've got Jin Odon, the place filler for the team from the core set, to round out our hero team. She's got the DL44 with spread barrel now attached, and then we've also got cheap shot, so when she uses quick draw it'll be +1 damage, and then get cocky, so whenever we kill something with her attack she can either recover 2 strain or become focused. And then we're going to definitely remember to use the quick draw holster this time. Alright, so now that we've covered that, and it's a good reminder for me too, since now it's a lot more stuff for me to keep track of, let's decide how we want to split them up. So looking at where we have to put them, we got one up in the speeder and one here. By the way, those should not be on the map. So let's get rid of those for now. So we're going to be split up here. And I think we should put, I think we discussed this before, that Dracrata and Ko-Tun probably makes sense as a pair. And Jin, Odon, and Jared makes sense as a pair for various reasons, but Dracrata really likes the power tokens from Ko-Tun, and then Jin really likes the extra pierce from Jared. So let's see right here. We don't know where any of the bad guys are yet, so we're just going to deploy like this. I'm going to put a little reminder on Jin so that I remember to use the holster. Alright, and now I think we're good there. So we've deployed. Lorn huddles in a corner, shell-shocked by the explosion, but slowly coming to his senses. Okay, we need a token. Person token over in the corner here. Place 1 rebel mission token as shown. This is Lorn. Lorn is a rebel figure controlled by the rebels as an ally. Lorn cannot suffer damage. Lorn does not activate as normal. Instead, he performs 1 action at the start of each status phase. So the status phase happens at the end of the round. If there are no healthy heroes within 3 spaces of Lorn, an Imperial figure can interact with Lorn to arrest him when instructed. When that happens, click the Imperial mission token and select Lorn Arrested. Okay? Suddenly, explosions rock the building and parts of the wall collapse. Here we go. Place 1 robo token on each of the red highlighted spaces. I think it's supposed to be green highlighted spaces. Walls between 2 robo tokens do not block movement or figures on one of those robo tokens. Okay, so now we put those tokens back. We're going to use Dracrata here to just place them. Rebel terrorists, the amplified voice of an Imperial commander echoes over the plaza. You are harboring a wanted traitor. Turn him in and surrender, or you'll be detained by force. Outside, a terrifying number of Imperial troops move into position, soon joined by bounty hunters looking for an easy catch.
We'll have some fun while we're
Oh, that was interesting. Claudite, regular. Okay, let's see. Mercenary, Claudite. Up here.
Moving to attack.
Regular officer. Right below that. Probe droid way down at the bottom. And then stormtroopers. Oh, they're split up. Okay. So it should be one here, one here, and then one up here. Look around for a way out when the first troopers burst into the diner carrying huge riot shields. Two Drandoshan patrons who have followed every move jump up too, bare their teeth, and grab their weapons. It's a real party now, guys. Yeah, it looks like these guys are split up as well. So riot troopers here and here. We're surrounded. Okay. And then the Trandoshan hunter. Trandoshans. Right here. And also split up. Okay, down there. Interesting that they're splitting up. You ready your weapons, hoping that the extraction will arrive soon. When it is the rebels' turn to activate a figure, they may instead choose to pass play. Interesting. Back to the Imperial player. The rebels win at the end of round 7. The rebels lose when Lorn is arrested. Okay, so we're supposed to hold off. So we actually have the time advantage here. So we need to protect Lorn. Alright, so let's see what we need to do here. They're all so far away. I feel like Ko-Tun's actually the best one to activate first. Man, I wish we had Drokata right here. He could probably take care of the Claudite and the officer pretty easily. Let's see, the riot troopers have 5 health. Alright. So, like I said, I don't really want to go with Jared first because I want to get use out of Jax. But I don't think Jax can really... Oh, I guess 1, 2... Yeah, Jax could get here to attack... to attack that Stormtrooper with forward momentum. Oh, but I guess we have to deploy Jax first, right? Okay, so maybe we do need to go with Jared first. So yeah, in that case, maybe we do go with him. Alright, let's activate Jared then. Interestingly, Shin doesn't have any really good quick draw targets either. So maybe she's supposed to be... Also, how close do we have to be to Lorn? Within 3 spaces. 1, 2... Well, we have Drokata within 3 spaces of Lorn right now. So that's fine. Yeah, I think we do go with... Maybe we go with Jax and we have him come up here. 1, 2, 3, and go after the Claudite. Or the Stormtrooper up here too. Because he can actually kill a Claudite or the he actually could kill the officer. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Let's do that. So we'll take 2 strain. We're gonna make Jax token. Put it right there. So this is the start of his activation. We'll go ahead and activate Jax first. And then he's going to go 1, 2. Do we go for the officer? I think the Claudite has like 4 health. Oh, it has 6 health. Yeah, let's go for the officer. Probably try and get a kill. So it's going to be blue and a green thanks to Mechanical Master focusing Jax here. Dodge. Okay. So that's fine. So we'll move him up here so he's at least giving Pierce to the rest of the squad. And now Jared gets to use forward momentum to give him a movement point. I think we'd send him north as well because I feel like Jin can kind of cover this area with quick draw. So let's go. We could get to the officer here as well with just strain movement. 1, 2, 3. And then have a second action to rest or do something else. We could also... Yeah, I think going for the officer is correct. Officers are just very good. So we're going to use the 1 movement point from forward momentum. We're going to take 2 strain for 2 more movement points. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3. And attack this officer. So it says Pierce. Let's just see what he rolls. We're going to attack with the gaffy stick. And we get... Oh, nice. Okay. So I think we're doing enough damage to kill it thanks to the... We actually get Pierce too. But we don't get any surges, so that's going to be a dead officer. Delete it. Okay, we've got 1 more action left. We can't strain for any more movement. I think probably just... Do we want to move or rest? There's a crate all the way over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe go for this crate early. They sure did spread the crates all the way around the place. So yeah, let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just a fiend for crates in this game. Okay, so that is the end of Jared's activation. And then we're going to go with the Trandoshans. So at the start of the group's activation, each figure in this group discards all harmful conditions and recovers 2 damage. And then they're going to move forward and attack Drokata. It's like they knew Drokata was there. Alright, so we'll start with this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna attack Drokata. We've got Surge for Bleed, Surge for Pierce 2. Relentless and Scattergun are active, so Drokata is going to take a strain. And then they're going to be doing +1 damage and green-blue. I'm going to save Ko-Tun for the next one, I think. Okay, so we're going to take 2 damage on Drokata. And move 1 to reposition 2. If adjacent to Lorn, there are no healthy heroes within 3 spaces, and we're repositioning to be adjacent to Lorn, but only figures without massive or non-sentient. So move 1 to reposition 2. So we'll move 1 here to be adjacent to Lorn. Okay, and it's good to know that it doesn't take an action for them to arrest Lorn, so we gotta be careful on that. Alright, so now the other one is gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. So I actually can't get an attack. So actually I kind of messed that up. I should have used dig in there. That's okay. Let's see. Could go... Yeah, I think he can't attack. So that means... It'll be move 1 and then move 7. So it should move a total of 8. So it'll be right there. Alright. Alright, so I think now we go with Ko-Tun. So that way we can give Drakata. So this is nice that these Trandoshans are so focused on getting next to Lorn. That means they can start blasting them. I think we want to give Drakata a power token. Let's see, 7. Oh, it's O and P, that's right. There we go, damage power token. We'll give Ko-Tun of damage power token as well. And then I think we can try and take out that riot trooper and go for the crate up there. 1, 2, 3. We can definitely get there with strain movement and inch by inch. And then opportunist within 3 spaces. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll use inch by inch. So we'll have Drakata move. Oh shoot, we don't want Drakata to be right next to them, do we? Maybe we don't even move Drakata. 1, 2, 3. Because even if we put Ko-Tun here, Drakata will still be within 3 spaces. So yeah, let's do that. We'll inch by inch just to move Ko-Tun. We'll take 2 strain, move 2 more spaces. We still have 2 actions, so now we'll attack the riot trooper here with the service rifle, and we'll spend the power token. Okay, and we do have an automatic Pierce 1 from the plasma cell. I think we should re-roll this since it's not giving us 2 damage. There we go. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we one-shotted him thanks to the Pierce 1 from the plasma cell. Surge for +1. Nice. So let's mark that on our app here. Okay, we spent the power token. And then we'll use our second action to grab this crate. We get a supply card, a med pack, and we claim the token. Okay, so to get a supply card, we do get to look at 5. So let's see what we get. Macro binoculars, frag grenade, shield pack. That's nice. Does opportunistic work with shield tokens? Friendly space results. No, it's only while attacking. And then our 5th one is power generator. Now that's kind of interesting because with this, after player discards a supply card to draw that card from the discard pile, we could get it back. But the problem with this card is that you have to also discard the crate token, which is 50 credits, so you can't even use it unless we discard another crate token, so I don't think I want that. Macro binoculars. Oh, that's actually really good with Drakata. Let's grab that, and then we can rebuy it with Alliance Efficiency. Okay. Can we mark that she has a supply card? Here, R. Yeah, I'll go with that. It shows that she has the macro binoculars, so I don't forget. And then we need to mark that we have another med pack. And I think that's it for Ko-Tun. That was pretty good, right? Killed a figure, got a supply crate. Let's mark her as done. Alright, here comes the riot troopers. Professional gets +1 damage. Move forward to attract Drakata. Alright, so... you know what, I forgot to use Jack. I forgot to use Mechanical Mastery, so I'll have to remember that next time. But 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 space short of attacking Drakata. I don't think they have reach right now. Yep, so instead it should be move 8 to reposition 2. And we're trying to be adjacent to Lorn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which unfortunately for the Empire is just making it all too easy for Drakata to wipe out these 3 figures. But that is what the AI is trying to do, so we're going to stick to it. Okay, that's the riot trooper. I think we'd go with Dracata here, and we'll do Mechanical Master on this one. So exhaust this card at the start of another hero's activation. May ready and activate this start of this round. Or at the start or end of that hero's activation. Okay, so let's do that. So Jax will ready and activate. He will go... I think we'll just attack this Stormtrooper for now. And that's a dead Stormtrooper thanks to that focus. Okay, and now we can move. I think we'll head back to Jin. 1, 2, 3. Should be good here. Okay, and now it is back to Dracata. So we get to do some synergy shenanigans here. We'll start off with our first action being an attack. We'll attack this Trandoshan. We will spend the power token. And then because we spent a power token and Ko-Tun is within 3 spaces, we get to use Opportunist. So now Ko-Tun can move 1 space and start to come back towards Dracata. And now Dracata will attack with the repeater cannon, targeting the Trandoshan. So we get another +1 damage from the repeater cannon. Okay. So what are we looking at here? I think we're doing 3 damage, blast 2 right now. We could use the tactical display for Pierce 2, but I don't feel like we need it, and I want to save it in case we need it for the second attack, so we can make sure we get as much blast as we need. So we're going to do 2 damage, and then blast 2, which does not deal damage to Lorn, because it says Lorn cannot suffer damage. The other blast one is coming from the shrapnel rounds, by the way. And then I think we just attack again. So it's still +1 damage. Same target. Okay, so yeah, now I'm glad we saved our tactical display. We're going to add a surge. Oh, you know what? We could have dispersal shot to add a surge still yet. But no, it doesn't help us. If there were 2 blocks, that would make sense. But I don't think it makes sense to do it here. We're already getting the blast 2 we need, and we can't get shrapnel rounds since we would need another surge. So we're doing 3 damage to the Trandoshan, which I think kills it, unless they have 6. Oh, never mind, they have 6. But he will die when I do my demolish ability. So 3 damage to the Trandoshan. And then blast 2, so 2 more damage to each of these guys. And now I will use demolish for 2 strain. We'll make a token, and we can put it right here just to keep things from being too difficult for me. So that'll do 1 more damage to each of these figures, which will kill this Trandoshan and this Riot Trooper, which we will be diligently marking. So Riot Trooper dies. And we can still use this card, Leave No One Behind. Interestingly, I think we can actually use it on Jin. Walls between 2 rebel tokens do not block movement for figures on one of them. Oh, but it does block line of sight. Okay. Okay, so we can't use leave no one behind on Jin, or on Ko-Tun. We can only use it on Drokata. I think we'll just go ahead and use it. We'll step out of this booth, and then we'll be done with Drokata. Probe droid. Self-destruct. Move 2 to attack Jin Odon. So right here, can definitely do that. Okay, so with Jin being attacked, is it time to use our quick draw holster here? 1, 2, 3, 4, range 5 with, well, we're not going to get the spread barrel bonus. I don't think it's time to use it here, because ideally I'd want to defeat it when I use this. And the cheap shot bonus only applies when I'm actually using quick draw. It doesn't apply to quick draw holster. So yeah, I think we'll just take the attack here. It's not getting any bonuses on this, so I'm not super concerned about this attack. It's also pretty long range for a probe droid. Well, looks like he got the range. Ah, but I got the dodge. Nice. It's okay. So now it's move 2 to engage as many rebels as possible. Trying to be next to Lorn if possible. So 1, 2, blocking line of sight to that stormtrooper. Alright, so we're down to just Jin Odon, but we can pass if we want to. I don't see a reason to other than, well, actually, if we can quick draw one of these stormtroopers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, we could get range 6, right? Although we won't get spread barrel. Do we want to pass? Also, I could just get away from these 2 stormtroopers and not have to deal with them. So, actually, yeah, let's go with Jin Odon just so I don't have to take so much damage. Activate. I think I can take out this Claudite before it activates. So we'll spend a strain to gain 1 movement point. I think we want to go 1 more so that we have spread barrel on this attack. And so we're a little bit harder to get to for these stormtroopers. So we've taken 2 strain for 2 movement points, and now we're going to attack this Claudite with the DL-44. And we do have spread barrel we can use. What are we doing right now? Search for +2, search for +1. So that's 3, so that's 5. So we're doing 3 damage right now. Yeah, let's hold off on using a spread barrel here. And I think what we'll do is we'll just do 3 damage, right? 1, 2, 3. We'll use Opportunist to move 1 more space. And then we'll attack again with our second action. Oh man. 3 blocks. I think this is where we use spread barrel to add a damage. And I think we're going to be 1 short of getting the kill here, which is unfortunate. Yeah, so surge for +2. That's only going to give us 5, -3 is 2 damage, and the Claudite has 6 health. I actually think I might just hold off on the spread barrel. Let's just use this to recover a strain, and we won't deal any damage. I don't know if that's correct or not. We don't get to use Opportunist since we're not dealing any damage, but I just feel like we're just doing damage not to kill it, but for the sake of it. You know, that was a really low roll and a high roll for the computer, so I think I'm okay with Jin staying there for now. That's right, and we get to quick draw it. It hasn't even activated yet, so let's quick draw when it activates. There we go. Okay, so I think now we can kill it for sure because we're going to use Cheap Shot to add a damage. And then we're doing 4, so actually doing 3 damage on the dice, so that's going to kill it. And I think we'll go ahead and use Get Cocky to recover 2 strain. Oh, I guess I'll show you guys what it was going to do if I had let it activate. All of that shape-shifting stuff. It's kind of funny, it actually turns into a dead figure when it in the app. This is totally what it does in the official FFG app too. But we're not gonna let any of that stuff go through. Defeat. All right, and we are out of activation, so it is back to the app, which I need to mark that they lost a stormtrooper. It's important for reinforcement purposes. But let's see what they do. Reinforce. Yeah, there you go. After this group's activation, reinforce 1 defeated figure from the group as close as possible. Last stand. If there are fewer than 3 figures in this group, become focused. Limits 1 per activation. Okay, so move 4 and attack Jin Odon. So let's see. I don't think they can reach Jin. In fact, I think the only thing they can reach is Jax. So they're going to go for Jax. 2, 3, 4. We'll go that way. So attack Jax. Blue and a green, and it'll become focused. Jax is rolling nothing, so we're doing Surge for +2 accuracy. Oh, these are elite stormtroopers. Oh shoot, okay. I did not realize that, so I messed that up. Let's fix that. Elite. Where's my elite stormtroopers? There they are. I mean, that means there should be another one here with, right here, right? With 3 damage marked on it. So let's remove the focus. We'll just say it was the 2 and the 3 dice. And then the other one down here. Oh man, elites are scary. So that is doing 4 damage, and Jax only has 4. So Jax goes down. And then move 2 to reposition 4. 1, 2. Again, they're trying to be next to Lorn if they can. So the next one will go. I don't think he has an attack, so instead he'll move 2 to reposition 4, and then move 6 to reposition 4. So 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. And then this one will go and will definitely be attacking Jin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Attack Jin. Oh, see, this is where I need to use the quick draw holster. So I'm actually going to, we'll save that for posterity service purposes, but we're going to deplete the quick draw holster for 1 strain, and we'll perform an attack targeting that stormtrooper because it only has 2 health left. There we go. So that trooper goes down, and we take no damage from that. But it is going to reinforce that trooper now. So let's see, copy close to another bigger impossible. It's actually right there. All right, I think we messed it up a little bit, but we're good now. So right, so what we did was we used our quick draw holster to interrupt the attack, but it is now depleted, so cannot use it for the rest of the mission. But I think that was a good use of it. All right, and I think that's the end of the round. We marked everybody, so this guy reinforced. We want to make sure we mark that. All right, that's the end of round 1. And alarms keep blaring through the streets of Coruscant, alerting the Imperial forces to the scene. All right, we've got an elite echoey pirate being deployed. Where is he being deployed to? Right there. Oh, I see it now. Right next to the probe droid. Echoey pirates, right here. All right, and we get to continue with our turn 2 here. Let's see. Jared seems like he's fine. It's unfortunate because we need to... Oh, we already used Mechanical Master, right? Yeah, it's unfortunate because we need to spawn Jack so we can get more use out of Mechanical Master. I do see some potential here for Drakata to go nuts on these elite stormtroopers. How does that work? Walls do not block movement for figures on one of those tokens, but it blocks everything else, so you can't attack through the walls there. Man, there's a lot of stuff on this side. I feel like we need Jax over there to provide the Pierce 1 cover. The problem is, shoot, use during or immediately before your activation. Okay. So what do? We probably strain move to get the crate, rest, deploy Jax, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then double move Jax over into this mess. And then maybe Jin can quick draw one of these stormtroopers when they activate, right? I think that might be our best play. Or we could go with Drakata. How would that work? Does leave no one behind move you? No, it gives you 1 movement point. So Drakata cannot move through the rubble tokens with that. But she could kill the Trandoshan with Demolish. And then, so that would have to involve a rest. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. I think we go with Jared first, so that we can get more value out of Mechanical Master. Okay, so what we're going to do is we'll use forward momentum. So we get a movement point. We're going to go grab this crate here. I did forget the macro binoculars on Ko-Tun earlier, but I think that's okay. We're going to grab the crate. We get a supply card and a med pack. Alright, so our supply card is grappler arm. That's funny. Pretty useless, actually. Oh, you know what? I should not be deleting those. I should be saving those. show that they're worth money. Okay, so we did that. Now we're gonna strain move back this way. So that was one action, and now we're gonna rest. And then we're gonna use droid mastery to deploy Jax to an adjacent space. And next we're going to activate Jax. Who's gonna go 1, 2, 3, not quite. Oh, you know what we could have done? We could have strain moved one more space. So let's do that. Right, because we did forward momentum, strain move, rest, strain move. So now Jax is here. Yeah, that's much better. And now 1, 2, 3. And now he can actually attack. So we'll attack this stormtrooper with Pierce 1 and focus. Well, that's not great. No damage. Search for +1. Pierce 1 doesn't get through. Okay, so that's Jared. And we're gonna go with the Trandoshan Hunters next. So, ooh, regenerate. That sucks. I forgot they were gonna do that. So, recovers 2 damage. Move forward to attack Dracata. No, Dracata. Does dig in work within 2 spaces? So, Dracata's too far away. So we'll move 4. So 1, and then attack Dracata, which will deal a strain from Relentless, and then +1 damage from the Scattergun ability. So it looks like they're gonna do Surge for Pierce, or Surge for Bleed, excuse me. So 1 damage and Bleed on Dracata. That is rough. There's Bleed. Okay, and then we'll reposition to be next to Lorn, but reposition 2, so it should be here. Okay, that's the Trandoshans. All right, so this is still a huge scary herd over here. We could go with Ko-Tun and rest and kill the, because this needs to be figure in her line of sight. That sucks. So she'll have to get up to past this rubble to deal with these, help deal with these troopers. So she could either kill the Trandoshan or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Move over and grab the crate down there. Could also go with Dracata. Move 1, 2, 3, 4. Do not block movement. Oh, so we could actually go here and then here. And then where's the wall? Okay. We go here and attack this stormtrooper. Right? 1, 2, 3. Oh, we could actually go here, attack this stormtrooper, and get our Pierce 2. But let's go with, I think we need to go with Ko-Tun. 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's go with Ko-Tun, so we can provide some defensive cover for Dracata here. But in the meantime, we'll also use Mechanical Master to ready and activate Jax. So Jax will go 1, 2, 3, and we'll attack this stormtrooper. It's going to do 1 damage. And then Ko-Tun is going to use arms distribution to give, is it within 3? Start the round, you gain 1 and another friendly figure within 3 spaces. Yeah, so we'll give Ko-Tun a damage power token and Dracata damage power token. We'll use inch by inch to have Dracata go here. Ko-Tun will go here. Ko-Tun will attack this Trandoshan. So Pierce 1. Oh man. We're doing 1 damage to it. Let's re-roll the blue. Okay, now we're doing 2 damage. And then we'll rest and strain move 2. Okay, that's it for Ko-Tun. Okay, here goes the Stormtroopers. When the first figure in this group declares an attack, add 1 green tide to the attack pool. Move forward and attack Jared. 1, 2, 3. I don't think they can get to Jared. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, they cannot get to Jared. So we'll start off with this one so that Jin cannot quick draw it. But I think the first target is going to be Jin. Alright, so yeah, we'll have this one go first, so it can't get quick drawed. And then it's going to go for Jared. So yeah, it can't get Jared, so it's going to go 1, 2. And we'll attack the closest one, which is Jin Odon. And then because this is the first attack, be focused. Oh no, it'll add a green die. Let's see if Jin dodges. Nope. Oof, that's a big one. So it's going to be 4 damage. And then we'll move 2 to reposition 4. Try to reposition to Lorn as close as possible. And now we'll activate this one since it also cannot be quick drawed. It's going to go 1, 2. Can he actually draw a line of sight here? Let's see, thread. Yes, so this one can actually see Jared. So he'll attack Jared. And they do surge for +2, so we're going to go ahead and use parry here. We'll exhaust the Vibro Claws to add a evade. And that will stop any damage from going through. And then he'll reposition 2. And unfortunately for Jin, that's going to block line of sight to the other last final Stormtrooper, who is going to be able to attack Jared as well. 1, 2, and we'll go for the attack on Jared. Okay, and again, that surge is worth +2 damage. So we're definitely going to want to stop the surge, and we're going to use parry again with the gaffy stick. And then we're going to only take 1 damage instead of 3. Okay, and then he'll reposition 2 to get back to Lorn. And that's going to be it for the Stormtroopers. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I was really worried about the Stormtroopers. But now I have to deal with the weak ways. Jin's kind of in a rough spot there. Man, we definitely have Jax in the wrong place. I should have put Jax right here instead. Let's see, who do we have left? We've got Jin and Dracata left. I mean, Dracata could 1, 2, 3 to here. Could rest, move here, attack the weak ways, but probably wouldn't kill them, and then wouldn't have Ko-Tun anymore for defense. So it's either Jin or Drakata. I think we go with Jin, because what does Jin have right now? Get cocky. Maybe just start working on clearing out these stormtroopers. And then with Opportunist, we might be able to go set up a shot on the weak ways. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, we're going to activate Jin. We're going to ready, get cocky. We'll go ahead and attack this stormtrooper since we don't have line of sight to this one. And hopefully we got a good roll. We can do 3 damage. Yeah, let's just do 3 damage. And then we'll use Opportunist to move here. And then we'll attack that stormtrooper again. I think we got it because we got that surge for +2. So yeah, 2 damage. That's going to kill the stormtrooper. And with Opportunist, we can now move here. That was 2 actions, but we have 2 strain. And we're going to be able to use, well, we don't get to use spread rail here, unfortunately, but if we can attack this one when it activates, then actually it'll be fine. Yeah, it'll be fine, especially if we can stun one of them. That would be great. Okay, so that was Jin's activation. So the probe droid's going to activate, and I'm going to go for Jared. 1, 2. Can't get Jared, so we're going to go for Jin instead. And Jin did not have line of sight to it. 4 damage. Ouch. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then move to engage as many rebels as possible, but really it wants to be adjacent to Lorn when it moves, so we're going to do that. 1, 2. Okay, now we're back to us, and we just have Drakata left. I wonder if we try to help Jin with defeating those weak ways. Yeah, let's do that. So I think what we'll do with Drakata, so let's ready our cards. We're fully strained, so let's use our first action to rest. Then we'll use Demolish. I guess right, I don't know, right here. So that's going to deal 1 damage to the Trandoshan. Does it deal 1 damage to Drakata? Each figure and object on or adjacent to that space suffers 1 damage. Yeah, so Drakata will take a damage, but then we defeat the Trandoshan at least. So probably worth it. Next we'll use... Oh wait, are we not on a... Shoot, we're not on a difficult terrain. So we have to move here. But I think there's a wall here. Okay, well we took 2 strain. I think we can still get through. If we take 2 more strain and use leave no one behind, we can go here and then push through the rubble to here. And now we have 1 more action left, so we'll go ahead and attack this Trandoshan, or not Trandoshan, weak way. And we have a power token, so we'll go ahead and spend our power token here. Try to remember to use dispersal shot. Okay. We're doing blast 1. So right now we have 5 damage on the dice. We're doing 4 damage. We could reduce it. Well, we definitely will use tack display here to add a surge. We could reduce the damage to get another surge to do blast 2. Oh, or we could do the shrapnel ability, which will deal the same amount of damage because it'll deal damage to the weak way, but it'll also hit the probe droid and the other weak way. Let's do that. So we'll do dispersal shot. So now what we're doing is we're going to use the repeater cannon. Each hostile figure within 2 spaces of the target space suffers 1 damage. So we're going to do within 2 spaces. So 1, 2, 3. These guys each suffer 1 damage from the double surge ability of the repeater cannon. And then we're doing 3 damage to the target. And we're doing blast 1 to the weak way. I think that was the best we could do with that, with our abilities there. Yeah. Okay, and that's it for Drakata. So now the weak ways are going to activate. Raider and Lurk. Okay. I think I just go for whoever activates first. Quick draw. So I guess we would activate this one first. 1, 2. Yeah, even if I don't defeat it, if I can stun it, that would be just as good. So we're gonna go with we're gonna use quick draw with Jin Odon. We get +1 damage thanks to cheap shot. Oh no. Looks like we're only going to be doing 1 damage with our surge for +2, which is unfortunate. But we get to use Opportunist here to get out of the way. Okay, and now this guy's going to move forward to attack Ko-Tun. 1, 2, 3, 4. But can't see Ko-Tun through the wall, so instead it's going to go for Drakata. And they are green, and they have the Raider ability. So they're going to reroll this one. Search for +2 damage and search for Pierce 1. Ouch. So that's going to do 4 damage to Drakata. Okay, and then move 2 to reposition 3, but they again want to get as close to Lorn as possible. Alright, and then they're going to become hidden at the end of the activation. Okay, this one's going to activate. Going to go for Ko-Tun. 1, 2, 3, 4, but cannot see Ko-Tun because there's a wall there. So we're going to attack Drakata again. Oh man, that's rough. That's another 4 damage, which leaves Drakata just 1 health short of being wounded. And now I'm going to move 2 to reposition 2, so I'm going to get into the space with next to Lorn and going to become focused or hidden. That's going to be the end of the round, so let's go into the next round, and then I'll have to conclude from there. Military speeders approach, and heavily armored troopers jump out of the transports. Elite riot troopers. Oh, they're going to get Jared. Okay, Imperial riot troopers. The bomber shuttle circles around for another pass. Explosions rock the diner. Place one rebel token on the space of the rebel figure adjacent to the most other rebel figures. Each rebel figure on or adjacent to that space to that rebel token suffers 1 strain. Each figure on that rebel token also suffers 1 damage. So let's see, that's going to be... Get rid of all that. So who is next to... we've got Drakata and Jax right here. And Lorn. And then everybody's kind of spread out. So I think it's going to go on Drakata's space. Which is unfortunate because that means Drakata is now wounded. And Jax takes a strain. Okay, the elite stormtroopers are going to get reinforced. And we have to mark Drakata as wounded. Alright, and now we're going into round 3. Alright, so now that Drakata is wounded, we need to be very careful about leaving Lorn alone. Let's see, this one's a lot more forgiving than the last one we played, where they had to be adjacent all the time. Also, we forgot to do a status phase. Within 3 spaces of Lorn. Okay, so we've got Ko-Tun still there. I think he's fine as long as Ko-Tun stays there and doesn't get wounded, which is pretty far away from happening. But we do need to get some reinforcements over there, so I think... Oh, we could also try and kill some stuff. That should be... Why is that there? Yeah, it's not stunned. So we could go with Drakata and try and do a bunch of blast damage stuff. Drakata should have 0 damage now that they are wounded. There we go. Although I think it also makes sense to go with Jared here, just to get him away from these riot troopers, which have nowhere to go otherwise. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's too far away to get to Jin Odan. Jin Odan's kind of in trouble too. We might want to rest with Jin and then maybe try and take out these 2 stormtroopers here. Since we would get a bonus pierce from Jax. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. But it also makes sense to go with Jared so we can ready and activate Jax as soon as possible. Yeah, I mean, I think we go with Jax here, or Jared. Let's just do it. Let's get him away from those riot troopers and maybe defeat some of these stormtroopers. Interestingly, we can actually get 2 attacks and still get the stormtroopers, so let's do that. Oops. So we're gonna ready all this stuff. I think we'll activate Jax first, so that we get more pierce. And we'll have Jax go for this stormtrooper here. I don't think he'll kill it, but, you know, maybe. Hey. Hey-o. There we go. 4 damage. Dead stormtrooper. And now we'll go with Jared. We'll use forward momentum to get 1 movement point. And then we'll take 2 strain for 2 more. And we'll go 1, 2, 3. It's kind of unfortunate that I killed that other stormtrooper, but... who knows? Maybe we'll have to attack it twice. So first action, will be to attack with the gaffy stick. And this is going to be Pierce 2 built in. Oh, we needed that. Okay, so we're going to be doing 1 damage, it looks like, through the 3 blocks. We do have some surges to play with that we could either weaken, gain power tokens, or recover strain. I think we'll get a power token and recover a strain. Let's get a block power token. And we're doing, what did we say, 1 damage? Okay, and then second action will be to attack again with the gaffy stick. Okay, that's looking good. Alright, so Pierce 2, but nothing to pierce. We do lose a surge there, so we've got 1 surge to play with. I kind of want to just get another block token. Yeah, let's do that. We'll get another block token from the responsive armor, and then the stormtrooper is defeated. And that's going to be it for Jax. So now we've got the riot troopers activating. Yep, they're going to go after Jared. They don't get reach, so I think they're just going to have to reposition because 1, 2, 3. Oh no, this one can go after Jin. So Jin's in trouble. Jin might get wounded here. So I'm gonna do red and a blue. Let's see if I dodge. I did not dodge. Oh wow. Okay, so 4 damage plus 1, so actually 5 damage. And I take a strain. But that doesn't matter, she's totally strained out. Okay, Jin is wounded. And then move 2 to reposition 2. So there, and then this riot trooper is going to go 1, 2, 3. So actually we'll go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. Okay, and that's it for the riot troopers. At the end of this figure's activation, move 2 to engage as many non-guardian Imperial figures as possible. Also, if it did not attack, it gets 2 block tokens. So 2 block tokens. Many non-guardian. So the other one should have done that too. So it would have gone here. Then each adjacent non-guardian Imperial figure gains 1 block token. Jeez. And we'll give 1 block token for the other one as well. So that's a lot of block tokens. And we're going to mark Jin as being wounded. Okay. So we've got a lot of blast we could be doing here. Something to keep in mind is we need Lorn to stay on. We need somebody to stay on this side of the wall with Lorn. Because if we move Ko-Tun over here, then Lorn's gonna get arrested. So that's unfortunate because it means she's not getting any use out of those macro binoculars. But I think Drakata is probably the one to go with now. We definitely need Jared to get on the same side as Lorn. And we have to last until round 7. So we went with Jared. We've got Ko-Tun, Drakata. I feel like Drakata next makes sense, and maybe we'll just blast into this formation right here. Because we do have... Oh wait, where did Jax go? Oh yeah, Jax is right here. Jax is going to help us pierce those block tokens. Although Jax does have 1 damage on him already, so we have to be careful about how we blast there. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with Dracata. So let's use. We don't want to get. We don't want to be taking blast damage. Oh, we got the weak ways back here too, though. The problem is the weak ways are separated by this wall. But everything else is on this side. No, I think we have to go to with Dracata and just try to clear out some of these figures. So we're going to leave no one behind first. We're going to move this way. Or maybe do we want to move this way? Or heck, we could even go here. And then still be able to attack. Let's see, so we started here. Yeah, I think we go this way and we're gonna attack this riot trooper. So let's clear that. We got Pierce 1 thanks to Jax. Unfortunately, we are reminded that Jax only gives his Pierce 1 once per activation. So let's do this. Man, are we actually gonna kill something? I think we could kill the probe droid. I don't think we can get Blast 5, but we can try. Let's just go for it. Oh, you know what we could do? Let's before we activate Dracata, let's use Mechanical Master here. And we'll go with Jax to... What do we want to attack? Everybody's loaded up with power tokens. He's right there. He could go 1, 2. Oh, he could go here and then try and take out this weak way. So 1, 2, and then attack the weak way. And then we'll still be giving the pierce bonus to the riot trooper. So we'll go for the weak way. That is also being pierced. Come on, good damage. Yes. Yes, dead weak way. Awesome. Okay, so now we finish activating Dracata. So we use leave no one behind. We'll step 1 space away. And now we'll attack this riot trooper. So the riot trooper will spend... Oh, is this not the one that got... This one didn't get any blocks, so that's perfect. Because it did attack. And it is a guardian, so it didn't get any more block tokens from the other one. So we're going to get Pierce 1. We get +1 damage. And we're attacking. By the way, you can't see it, but Dracata is bleeding, so we're going to have to take that into account. But we're going to do 1... There we go. Oh no. An evade. That's like the worst thing we could have seen on the defense roll. So we can't even get a surge through. I mean, we could get a surge through with tack display. Oh, we lost dispersal shot because Dracata's wounded. Man, demolish is not great when Dracata's wounded. So yeah, we're not getting a surge through. So we're going to do 4 damage. We do get blast 1 automatically at least. So everybody adjacent, including Jax, is going to take blast 1. Dracata is going to suffer a strain from bleed, which is going to be a damage. And then... Yeah, we just have to attack again and hope that this time we can get the blast through. but we're not going to kill anything, unfortunately. I mean, well, we'd kill the riot trooper, so maybe we should instead attack the probe droid. I mean, it's a long shot to do 3 damage to the probe droid, but the blast one will kill the riot trooper at least. So I think that's better. So unfortunately the probe droid does get a block token. And that is going to cancel out with our +1 damage. We got some surges, that's good. Alright, this is a good roll. So we're doing 2 damage on the dice. We could actually add a surge for... well, we could use a surge for Pierce 2, right? Then we kill the probe droid, and then we could add a surge for Blast 1. Yeah, I think that works. So that way we kill the probe droid and the riot trooper. So we'll Pierce 2 with our surge from tactical display. So we're doing 4 damage to the probe droid, which kills it. And then we're doing blast 2. Because let's add the surge. Yeah, blast 2 total. So that will kill this riot trooper and do 2 damage to this riot trooper. And then we take another damage from the bleeding. And we end our turn here. Okay, the stormtroopers reinforce 1 defeated figure. If there are fewer than 3 figures in this group, the stormtrooper becomes focused. Move forward to attack Jared. So we're down to just 1 stormtrooper left. And he wants to attack Jared. Well, he's going to do it from right there. Jared is going to spend the block token. And this one's going to become focused. Oh, jeez. Okay, and then I will use parry with the Vibro Claws to add a evade to stop that surge for +2. And so we're going to still be taking 3 damage, though. 1, 2, 3. And then move to reposition, so we'll go... 1. Well, we can't really move here because there's figures here, so that stormtrooper is stuck in place. He's not adjacent to Lorn, I will just point that out. Okay, so that's the stormtroopers who, again, I need to mark. Oh, and then I believe he should have been reinforced. So reinforce 1 to here. Okay. So reinforce that trooper. Jared did spend a power token already. And now it's back to us. So we're down to Ko-Tun and Jin Odon. I think Ko-Tun defeating this echoey seems like a good idea. And then that will take away the last activation for the Empire. And then I could move Ko-Tun to the other side without having to worry about Lorn getting arrested here. So let's do that. We'll activate Ko-Tun. We're not going to use her power token ability because we can't we can't reach anybody with it. Again, these walls here that you can't really see that well. Oops. They still block counting spaces and line of sight. They just don't stop movement. So let's start off by attacking the weak way. I guess I'll spend the power token that I already have. And we get a pierce one automatically from the plasma cell. And the other one stops. I think we're doing enough damage, and we have enough... Oh, do we have enough accuracy? 1, 2, 3, 4. We're short on accuracy. Shoot, because of the hidden. I should have just moved up one space before I attacked. I'll have to re-roll this blue die. Oh. Okay, I missed. I missed because of the hidden. So that's unfortunate. Alright, well, we'll just have to try again. We're going to use inch by inch. We'll get closer. And we'll attack again. Okay, this time we've got it, and we've got the kill. 2 damage, plus we get to recover a strain. So the weak way dies. And then, where is this wall? It's right there. Okay. Well, let's strain move here, I guess. And then that will be it for Ko-Tun.